night, whenever this catch your sight. This is the Average Joe 925 podcast. We back, y'all, for another week, another episode. We getting back into the groove of things. We appreciate your patience. We appreciate your eyeballs. We appreciate you tuning in with us every time we drop a new episode. Keep doing that. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to hop right into this week's topics for today. I've been noticing this for the last few years. There ain't nothing wrong with it. But I just want to put this out there so we can get these expectations together. Because everybody and their mama seem like they want to be a boss nowadays. Everybody want to be head honcho. Everybody want to, god dang, say they running everything. Everybody want to be an entrepreneur. Which I agree with you is fine. But some of you Negroes need to work a job. I'm sorry. You can be an entrepreneur, but you need to have your 9 to 5 job on the side. Do you feel like we're coming in an age where everybody don't understand like what it is?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna add to that. Some people just don't need to be a boss. There you go. Now, ask your question again.
Do you feel like because you know that's a common thing I'm running into now. Everybody like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I don't work for nobody. And I'm just like, well, if we go out to eat,
somebody got to wait the table.
No, you know, I'm like, why you telling me you ain't got your money? If we want to do
it
something,
costs to be the boss, though.
Yeah, and I don't see no type of boss behavior is happening. When we together, that's why I'm like.
See, I think
this generation especially got a unreasonable expectation of or definition of what a boss really is. I
think the definition of a boss to them has changed. They want to be like streamers and influencers where technically they would be a boss considering they brand deals and the type of money they bring in, but
if I could put it
everybody can't be
Cosmo.
Yeah, like
what's his name? Speed or whatever.
Yeah,
Speed Runner, whatever.
Everybody ain't going
Speed or whatever.
See, but granted, there are some people who you can maybe bring in like $5,000 from doing that, but you still gonna need like at least a part-time job or something.
You can of course make your business, but I think everybody should have a job while they're doing it, so that way if it falls through, you got something to lay back on.
You know why I think the disconnect come in?
Okay, right.
They want the lifestyle and don't really understand or want to put in the work that going to it.
Dedication, but
yeah.
I want to talk about something that you just said. I know it can be a little bit off topic, but you was like the streamers, all that, right?
Yeah.
My wife watches Pop the Balloon faithfully, right? I put her on to
Pop
it.
The Balloon?
This is the little show.
The joke where they pop. Yeah.
I put her on to it, right?
A lot of that shit, you gotta almost degrade yourself to do that shit though. Like, I'm not sitting in front of a camera 24/7. Like, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, 5, but I'm not.
And there's been men and women that have been saying it. They were like, well, I'm an influencer.
What? Oh, you see me playing this game?
No.
I've been fiending on this.
I'm an influencer.
I've been fiending on this game.
I'm a social media
influencer
or
personality or some shit like that.
Yeah, and I'd be like, and then they be getting offended. They be getting offended when the people start popping real quick. I'd be like, I don't blame you, because sometimes
that's unsustainable.
Not even unsustainable. Sometimes I'd be like, that's your spare time. You can't be doing this for your full time. Yeah. I can understand you doing it, your side hustle, maybe, trying to get yourself out there, but God, putting yourself as full time is crazy work. But I digress. Y'all let us know in the comments what you think. If the definition of being a boss or the idea of a boss has greatly shifted in this generation that we're in right now currently. Now, this next one is important to me because I don't know if especially our age demographic, I'll say about 25 and up, have started to see this transition. But first, we're gonna go to this place. think back, maybe like early 18 to maybe like 25.
I'll break it up. I say try to think back maybe 14 to 16, and then 16 to 18, and then 18 to about 25, and then 25 to now. Yeah.
Okay. What did you need to have to sleep good? Like what was it? I'll first let you go, then I'm gonna definitely go on my side, but sleep definitely changed over these years, boy.
So I would say mine, they haven't changed too much. Too much. Like
you sleep like we still in Africa, living in the huts.
Somewhat. I mean, shit. When you tired enough, motherfucker, listen to me. I can sleep almost any. Just let me be tired enough. No. The car, the break room, the floor, the sofa. Nigga.
No, sofa the best stop. I'm sorry.
No.
I'll wake up.
You ain't been tired enough.
I'll wake up out there asleep. I said, no, the way this back feeling, I get up off this sofa. The devil is a lie.
You get up on that sofa and you sitting there and you watch something, you go.
I'm getting up. Going, I said, oh no.
No. See, my body different. If I get up, now I'm up. It's like, no, I gotta lay. I gotta stay right. See, I ain't old enough.
So what you saying? Like, what would you say?
I ain't never finished.
Okay.
You said I still sleep like I'm a nap. Yeah. And we start talking. So I would say 14 to 16. What I needed was enough space. And not that floor. I used to.
It used to be that concrete on that floor.
That's what I'm saying, Deshaun.
That little matter.
You getting that floor? We're gonna have to wrestle for this every time we come over here. We're gonna wrestle for this because I'm not sleeping. But back then, all I needed was enough space. You give me enough space, and then from 16 to 18, it was pretty much the same. Just give me enough space. I'm gonna be gone. Then I would say from 18 to 25, I incorporated that fan. Like before, like a fan always been crucial because I hate sleeping hot. Like that's the one thing that's gonna be constant forever until I get old and my blood thin out. It's always gotta be cold because like.
Not you gonna need a heater when you get old.
Yes. Goddamn. I don't know what it is, but it's like I sweat in my sleep. So it's gotta be, cause two things that's always gonna be constant: a motherfucking blanket or blankets, plural. I'm gonna need that fan. I'm gonna need that blanket, plural. The blanket is crucial. 18 to 25, now you start getting into, all right, I'm gonna need space. I'm gonna need a good 30 minutes to chill out beforehand. Like,
man, not a wind down time.
Wind down time, yes. Go ahead. If I got wine, get my glass of wine. If I'm gonna take a shot,
wind this body down.
Yeah, roll up, therapeutic, make sure everything. And then, one thing that got added from 25 to now, that I gotta clear that bed. Like, because beforehand, it could be clothes on the bed, anything.
Bro, we can't even play the game.
It could be.
Man, it's alright, sit right there.
It could be
any stuff right up in that bed. It's all good.
It used to be anything. Yes. Like, now I be like, and I ain't gonna well. I ain't matured enough or got old enough. Ooh, we should add this to the next episode. Maturity level, bro. I swear adults seemed more mature when I was younger. Like, honestly, the only thing that remind me that I'm old is the responsibilities I got. Like, when it's like, oh, damn, it's time to pay bills and shit like that. Or,
like, nigga.
Or, like, my body, where to be like, damn, my knees hurt. Yeah, or my back. Like, I've been going through this little back. I was doing sit-ups, and I got them did that. I said, pulled something. Granted, I still muscled through them. I finished that set. And then, because I was in there with Sean and Quan, I finished the set out. And then I had to play it off, and I gingerly turned around onto my stomach and laid down. I had to make sure. No weakness.
The position of the feet.
Yes, I had to move one leg before the other. I could not. I had to let them know I'm still the dominant alpha in it. I
think we was at the beach wrestling. My nephews I was playing, and I threw everybody in the water, whatever the case. But after the fact, I was like, "It's time to go."
Okay, so no. I did that one time. I'm flipping at my nephew. Got me doing backflips and shit at the beach. And I got full of myself, and I could do a gainer. So a gainer is, if this is your front, you would run, invert flip, and land like, damn, I done fuck some shit.
You good. But no, I would have definitely...
I
told you off that ledge, hey, don't do that.
Listen to me. I did that shit and landed on my knee, crooked. I say... Look, I had to play it off. I said, all right, nephew, I'm starting to get cold. It's time to go.
I need a warm compress.
That motherfucking knee started. I said, oh, yeah, it's time to go. But we was talking about sleep, yeah. The bed, I need the bed to be clear. Like, and the older I get, I'm starting to get into the mattress. Like, the mattress, I low-key like a firm mattress that get soft. You get what I'm saying? Where it's like
after a while you sitting there, it conforms to your body.
Yeah,
I got you.
I don't like a too soft. Like my aunt got a too soft mattress. Like I can't even sleep.
Roll out the drain.
Yeah, like
it's hard to get out of.
Yeah, I don't. And then I don't like when people keep the plastic on the mattress. Take that fucking plastic off. Making me sweating.
That's like my grandma stuff.
Yeah,
like, keeping the plastic on the couch. I realize.
One day you gonna come home and one day that plastic gonna be in the trash. I'm sick of it. And then your sheets always sliding off. And then that's another thing. The older I get, if them sheets don't keep, cause I got some sheets on my bed now. With the edge of keep, motherfucker. I'm not gonna keep putting that shit up there. It was 1 week. Cause I'm going through certification tests. I take my certification test Monday at school.
Okay.
And it's been stressful. I'll be like, bro, I'm just gonna have to sleep on this bad mattress. I'll put this shit up there.
Butt naked, no.
Hold on, wait, listen. I'll put this shit up there this weekend. Hey, it's Tuesday. I say, bro, I'm put this shit Friday, bro. Tuesday.
Not the butt naked. I be like, it be feeling rough sometimes. I'm like,
listen.
They have little diamonds in it. You can feel the diamonds on it. I'm like,
when you go to school, when you gotta be to school at 8. And you start work at 5, and then you get home. No, in the afternoon, and then you get off at 3:30 in the morning. Get home at 4 in the morning, and school is at 8 that next morning.
Putting that sheet on that bed.
No, that shit will go up there that weekend. I'll be tired. But to give you a summary of the list, because we went on different tangents. 14 to 16, I just need to be tired. I'm going to sleep and. Nigga, I used to go to sleep outside. I remember Drady, me, Steven, and Drady and his brothers went to the Eastern Shore. We hooped on the basketball court, right? Oh. And I wish Drady was here so we can recount this story. We got to get him on the episode. Niggas went out there. We hooping. The Eastern Shore in the summer is way hotter than Virginia. It's more humid. So we hooping. She went to go get her confidence, left us out there for like, it had to have been 5 hours.
His mama?
Yes. Had been 5, 6. I had to take a dump. It was a church. Now, we don't have to talk about y'all religious people in one episode too. Went to the church. They in there cooking, doing their thing. I don't know what day it was. Might have been Friday or Saturday. Probably getting prepared for Sunday. Mm-hmm. So I go over there. Black people in the church. Black church. Black young man. I go over there and I say, hey, I'm at the basketball court back there. I got to use the bathroom. I ain't telling them number 1, number 2. Got to use the bathroom. Can I use the bathroom? No, you can't use the bathroom.
That spirit probably said, he bought them.
I said, then, hold on, no, it switched. Because then I was like, no, I got to use the bathroom. Like, I got to use the bathroom. And
they let them know it's a mercy.
Yeah, they was like, they still told me something. I don't know. But I'm like, y'all Just let me use the. It's not like I came and
let me take a dump.
Thank you. It's not like I came and asked you for $100 or something. I just want to
wipe my ass after I'm done.
Thank you. And I don't even want to sit in here. Like they had egg. Bro, I'm not even asking y'all, can I come sit in here? I just want to use the bathroom and go. Eventually, they let me use the bathroom. And
then all this talking?
Yes, I came back out, right?
Y'all out here keeping the toilet?
Look, I came back out. I said, JD, how long your mama gonna be gone? He said, I don't know. I took my shirt off and folded it up and went to sleep in the middle of the basketball court.
Call your mama, Grady. Grady, call your mama. Where you phone at?
Bro, I went to sleep in the middle. When I woke up is when his mama got there. They was like, my mama here. I grabbed that shirt. Everybody ran to that car, was ready to go. Bro, 14 to 16, just space and sleepiness. I'm gone. 16 to 18, probably incorporated the fan. It was always a part, but that's when I was like, all right, I need it. I can't keep waking up sweating and shit. 18 to 25, space on the bed, shit like that. And then now I'm getting into mattress, sheets, my pillows gotta be right. Certain like fluffy, like I do like a fluffy ass pillow. Just sink up in that thing.
Nah, you what? I have slept outside, but it was just like.
Oh, one thing that did change though.
Comfort.
I used to sleep in just boxers. Now I sometimes sleep in basketball shorts. Never in socks. I remember one time I spent the night at Juice house, and I don't know why Juice sleep in socks, but this motherfucker had 2 pairs of socks on. His brother like stopped through the like room because we was waking up and stuff. He was like, I guess my like feet had came out the blanket, and I was like just waking up. Juice was like, you ain't got no socks on? And his brother was walking past and was like, who the fuck goes to sleep with socks on? And then he looked at Juice and this motherfucker he was like, why do you got socks on? Bro, that is probably one of the most, like, I gotta be dead tired, like drunk type tired to go to sleep with like socks and shit on. Also, when I was younger, I could sleep in full clothes. Them jeans and shit gotta come off now. I'm talking about I used to come home from the party and just right in them clothes, and then as the night go on, just take them off. But now that shit gotta come off. I'm telling you, that shit gotta come off now.
I'm freaking weak. Now, so I agree with some of those points, but sleeping outside, boy, that's something for a monster to do. Cause I'd be like, I can do it, and I've done it, but it was just like that neck won't the same I felt for a little while. I was like, this crook in this neck is just.
Oh no, I'm talking about I wake up fully normal.
No, I was like, God dang, I'm gonna need a new neck after sleeping on this one like this. But I would say 14, 16, I agree. We really just need some space. Cause them rooms used to be very low.
Compact.
And when you got so many people in the room, it's just like, what we doing? Ain't nobody getting no good sleep.
Also, when I was younger, I don't know, like, how many times you slept over other people's crib.
Yes.
And then this was before, like, we had the no homo and shit like that, but this was like, bro, I done slept in the bed. It's been 3 motherfuckers in the bed. Everybody get a separate blanket. You get this side, and then somebody laying across the bar. Like, niggas used to,
bunk.
Yes, we all at who house tonight? All right, and then that nigga Monty was an assassin. He'll just disappear and be slumped on the bed. You gonna have to fight for a spot. No, I'm not.
Yeah, Monty used to do that. I remember that.
Dog. Well, and there used to be a fight for blankets. Ain't enough blankets
out here in them streets. But 14 to 16 definitely space. 16 to 18. At this point, I started getting some money. So at that point, I was like, all right.
That's when the fan. I told you that's when the fan started getting incorporated.
This when the thin blankets had to go away. I say, I know this. I know this is a $10 blanket. I understand this. It helped me all this time.
It's time to fit in the 20s.
The 50. I was like, get the full set.
No, listen. I ain't started doing that until now. What fit in? Fit in 20?
They set up there. It give you that goddamn one comforter. It give you that goddamn one set of sheets.
Flat sheet.
It give you that the fitted sheet. It give you them 3 pillowcases. I thought I was a millionaire. I said, oh, I done made it. I need to keep going to work.
I ain't start spending real money on. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like 25 and up. That's when I started spending money on sheets and shit.
This quality in that room had to get better because I was at that point. I was also having girls over spending the night. I was like, oh no. I was like, they keep touching this bed. They understand that this bed is a Negro bed. There's no sheets on this bed.
I was and still am a habitual. Can I come over there? Or we going to a neutral site.
Nah,
see, I've
always liked the control of my 7. So I was like, all right, let me see. When they kept coming over and seeing that I had no sheet on that bed, they was like, you living wrong.
The thing about that is, I always and still do have pretty nice things. I can't have people knowing my address.
No, it was like I didn't really care because I was like at that time I was at my mama's house.
It
was just like
I still had good shit at my mama's.
I mean, what you my mama gonna see you. Somebody gonna see you coming out here still. She ain't gonna be doing all this, but I was saying like
get on the ground. All that shit go. You gonna call home? She could be duct.
They got everything.
Hold on, look. She could be duct taped up. First thing you gonna do is go to the room. No, they got my shit too, God.
No man, but I remember this one time vividly when they were she was joking me so bad for not having no sheets on that bed, and I was just like, what do I need sheets up here for?
You should have told her it was laundry day.
No, I be sometimes like when in a situation like that, I ain't even got the energy to lie. Like, listen, I want to sleep over here. Yes, ain't no sheets on the bed. You right. So are we doing this or we not? What are we doing? But then, but that was when I first got that first set from Walmart. It changed my life, cause I said I'm not ever going back to the bull crap sheets. And then from
the jersey material, the stretch,
the blanket, the little thin blanket. I used to feel so disrespectful. Cause I'm like, why I can't get warm.
Hold on, wait.
It took me all night.
The blanket. I know you remember the blanket. After you wash it, the stuffing on the inside, it get
discombobulated. It'll have a whole seizure. I'll be like, bro. Mama, I know this all you can afford, but God.
One part be warm and your legs be cold. Like, bro, you got to scoop some of the stuff in down.
I need you to do better for us, Mama. Because this
look,
ain't nobody want.
And then look, that blanket, that your grandma slept in that blanket. This shit ain't got no warm. It's just 2 pieces of fabric.
I was like, how long we done had this? Why is this not good with it?
Replace it.
But then from 18 to 25, I would say most things that transition at that point, that's gonna be when the fan kick in. Like a must. But it was late. There was a technique. It was the fan, and then the one leg had to be out. If the one leg ain't out and the fan ain't on, I'm waking up because automatic is just not right. And I know you said people don't sleep beside something, but I do.
What?
From time to time. Like, hold on.
Nigga, my shoes ain't on right now. I can't stand. Nigga, I can't stand.
But hold on.
No, mother. Bro, hold on.
And it's weird because I take this foot that's out of the covers and the fan is on. It got to be hitting the foot and my face at the same time, right? And the foot, that foot don't got no sock on. But the other foot, I can have a sock on. It'll be all right. Now we go to sleep.
It'd be too much cloth. Too much. It's too much.
25 to now, the main thing that has changed, first off, because I got kids and stuff like that, gotta brush that bit out of them crumbs. I be like,
hell yeah,
crumbs. I say, we about to seal in this bed before we get in here.
I got that from my mama, bro. When I used to still sleep in the bed with my mama, bro, she would dead ass wake you up.
Yeah.
Get up. Stand up. Get up. And then look. Hold on, wait. I used to be like, you can't brush them that aggressively because they just gonna fly back. But she used to be so bad. It's gonna take longer.
Listen, my wife wake everybody up out of bed now and say, okay, crumbs. We gotta, and then the part that be the worst, we gotta vacuum now. I'm like, all right, hold on. You just said get all the crumbs out of bed. The mission is accomplished. She was like, no, I can't sleep with that crumbs on the floor.
Because you're going to step on them and get them right back in the bed.
She was right next to the bed. So I'd be like, well, you know it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You woke me up for these crumbs. These crumbs on this floor can keep till tomorrow.
Hold on, wait. She got her shit. Everybody else is going to hop out and hop back in with them damn crumbs on
By this time, if I'm that sleep and it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you wake me up from the crumbs in the bed, I'm sleep enough. I'm not worried about no crumbs. No. I'm sleeping good.
But hold on, wait. I gotta rewind back.
Hold on. No, it's the crumbs. And then also what I'm moving to, because this is what I'm going to now. I no longer want a regular mattress. Like right now we have a king size Tempur-Pedic one, the one that you kind of sink in but it's firm. But yeah, 25 to now, gotta have that mattress. I want the one now that can help you sit up and you can have this opposite size, cool and hot.
My grandma used to have one of them. Yes. The old one though. This was like,
the new one.
This was like 99.
And they had a foot warmer at the bottom and the head warmer if you want.
Well, you trying to spend $2,000 on the mattress?
Yes. Shit. And I need at least a minimum of 7 pillows on that bed now. I need all of them. If it ain't at least 7, I'm not sleeping in that bed.
7 might be a stretch. But
no,
I do
you
need a good 3.
You got your, maybe you got one long one here, one long one over there. That's 2. Then you get about 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. About 4 small ones up there. And then you got your centerpiece one right there. And you got maybe got your little.
See, y'all.
I gotta have a pillow, bro.
Y'all not tall enough.
I got, you know what I'm saying?
Laying on all them pillows, fuck up your lower back because you got them.
No, I'm not laying on the pillows. It's just sometimes I want to grab the pillow or
you don't need 7 for that.
Yes, if I want, and then I gotta put some pillows behind my son when he's sleeping so he don't roll off the bed.
Okay, that makes sense. But I'm saying you don't need like 7.
Yes, I do.
You need
put 2 pillows at my feet. I want my feet maybe propped up. So put them down there.
But they don't stay there though. Them bitches fall off when you sleep.
No, they don't.
You sleep in one position.
I sleep on my side.
And you stay there the whole time?
Majority of the time, unless I go hold my wife. But for the most part, I need a fan hit.
I'll fall asleep like this, and then I'll be like this. And then I'll be like this.
When you like that, you know nobody in that bed.
And then I got them be like this. And then sometimes I hit the starfish like this.
You doing too much moving in that bed now. Ain't that much.
I told you,
know what? When you have kids, you'll find out like a king size is not big. That king bed, I thought it was big.
Y'all not tall enough. I got a queen size, and I'm like, this shit ain't big.
No.
I couldn't imagine another person being in that queen size.
Yeah, another person and a baby. That's what I'm saying. Like
that baby gonna be in the crib. Hey, listen.
He don't.
You gonna be in the crib, big dog.
Nah, he don't.
The crib might be right beside the bed, but you can be in the. I can't.
Nah.
I sleep too. I've been and killed that baby.
What happened? Suffocation.
Broken neck.
Dang.
I got that.
But that's our take on like what we need as for our sleep arrangements. Y'all let us know in the comments, especially everybody that whether you agree with us or if you have some different options that you need if you're gonna fall asleep. We're gonna move on because we got a few more to go. But this is interesting. Well, I don't think Tate's been following along with it, but so of course most people, if you're watching social media, you probably seen 50 Cent and Big Meech going at it, and 50 Cent's calling Big Meech a rat and all these things of the nature. But I had a question to pose out of that conversation or the back and forth they've been going through. Can you consider it snitching if somebody else does it for you and you don't do it yourself? What's your thoughts on that? What would you say? You don't do it, but you give it the information to the person to do it.
The information that's getting the person snitched on is coming from you?
Directly and indirectly, yes.
Yes, you.
But
that counts as snitching.
But you don't do it. It's not where the paperwork has your name on it. The paperwork has the other person's name on it.
You still snitch.
Okay. All right.
That's like, all right, let's take the kids, for example. Let's see, how many of them is it? 2. It's only 3 that's slightly older. We're going to add another one that's all around the same age.
Okay.
4 kids. Let's say the second oldest child did something.
Mm-hmm.
And the oldest child know about it. And the oldest child tell the 2 younger children or one of the younger children, hey,
this what went down.
Yeah. And then they go
and report. Do the police.
Well, guess what? If you didn't relay that information to them, for them to relay the information to the authorities, I wouldn't be getting in trouble. Which means you might not have directly snitched, but you are a part of the reason why I'm in here. So like, they all 4 of them. Accomplice. Yeah, they all accomplices because they all kids. So they all in the same gang, if you want to equate it to street talk. Yeah. So it's like,
we all in this together at this point.
So basically, you know if I get in trouble, you getting it. Because now the parent or the authority is going to be like, well, you the oldest.
Why you telling them?
Because I went through that a lot where it's like, my sister didn't do something and somehow I'm in trouble because I'm the oldest and that. But I'm like, I'm not her father, and I'm not her mother. Like, she need to get in trouble independently, not...
An independent thing, an independent punishment.
Yeah. So, in that sense, it's like, well, if you would have kept your mouth shut, I wouldn't be in trouble. Even though you didn't go to the... your name not on the paperwork.
Yeah.
The authorities didn't say, you're so-and-so, they said somebody else.
Yeah. But they only could get it from you.
Eventually, it's going to come back that, hey, Bit Meech ran his mouth to so-and-so, and then so-and-so went and snitched. So now it's like, I'm going for them first. You next, because you told them.
But I don't disagree with you. Now, the major part of this thing that I feel like what makes me agree with you and makes me agree that, okay, then he didn't stand on business, it would be that if he did this to get his time reduced. You did this to help yourself out.
One more thing.
Remember Jackie Chan? He usually collect the talisman. He had a cartoon show. His granddaddy.
Man,
his uncle.
What was that show called?
Jackie Chan.
That was the name?
I think so. It was a cartoon. Remember it was a
cartoon. I remember that with the old man, the little kid.
12 talismans.
Then, yeah. But anyway.
One
more thing. If it happened to him, he would call it snitching.
Indeed.
So if you gonna call it snitching if it happened to you,
can't.
This is only for people because we done stated this a million times before on the podcast. Us civilians are not incorporated in that street life. So if you're gonna be associated with the street life, anything like that you can't do because if somebody do it to you, then you gonna be, well, they snitch, but then don't do it because now guess what?
Y'all in the same basket.
You snitch.
So let us know in the comments how you feel about that. Do you agree
with what
we're saying?
That was a real good breakdown and analogy.
That was.
Because it makes sense where it's like...
Or are we tripping or is 50 tripping about the situation? But,
50 always tripping.
Now, switching gears.
Did he snitch on somebody else or did he snitch on himself to get his time reduced?
How you going to snitch on yourself to get your time reduced, Tell something I did that might give them a clue as to... Like tell them on the body. Like if you kill somebody, you bury the body. That's different.
More so like, I'm going to tell you what I did and you can connect.
No, it was somebody that's got some jail time. I think 27
I know,
years.
but I'm just adding to it where it'd be like... And this is more so that something that happened in TV shows. I never heard something like this in real life. Where it's like, hey... What exactly did you do? And we'll reduce your time because we can connect it to basically take out.
Oh, you're saying basically, okay, y'all armed robbed them, but you didn't shoot this person.
Thank you. So
clarifying your portion of the crime.
Yeah, take it back to the siblings.
But technically, that's still snitching. If it's two, me and you go rob somebody, right? And somehow we did armed robbery and somebody got shot, and you say, well, I went up in there and robbed. I don't know who the fuck she got.
Hold on, wait. But listen, take it back to the siblings. Let's say the kitchen fucked up. let's say I went in there and made something. You went in there and made something. They went in there and made, and then everybody get in trouble and they asked about one thing. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna tell you, no. All I did was make a couple bowls of cereal. That's my bowl. That's my spoon. I didn't tell what everybody else did. I told what I did. But so now they like telling. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not.
You told me what you did, so I know somebody else.
But it's everything else. But it's still 3 other people.
But it's still I know who to go to.
They was in this scenario. They already all caught. They already all have been caught. So it's basically like you can go down for what I did, or you can go down for what you did. So in this scenario,
everybody own up to what they did.
Yeah. In this scenario, let's say they mad about something being spilt on the floor, but the whole kitchen is fucked up. That would be the robbery, and the spill on the floor would be the murder. They come in and say, "All right, well, you getting life for the murder." And whoa, hold on. I made the cereal, or I stole this, I stole that, I broke this. That's not life. And I also didn't say, well, no. He spilled it or he killed him. I just said, whoa. I ain't killed nobody. I stole, I broke. Give me my appropriate time.
I'll take my little portion.
Yes.
Yeah, you trying to get the whole loaf.
But they still gotta invest. I didn't tell them who did it. They still gotta investigate. All right, well, who the fuck shot?
They would have to just go cross-examine other people though.
Thank you, but I didn't snitch. Yeah. I snitched on myself. But I didn't tell them who did what.
But it's crossing you out of the elimination. It would be better not to say nothing.
But that's because now I'm getting life.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm getting life.
In those cases, it would better be say nothing because then if you say something, you're eliminating yourself and what you did, and that leaves the only remaining parties left to say, okay, who the
So that go back? Do that mean Gunna snitch? He didn't technically have to snitch to get himself out of jail. He just had to say, well, not, but this is why I say it's not snitching. Because they still doing, ain't nobody else. They still doing the investigation where it's like, oh, we still need to find out who the fuck did this. It's up to them.
Oh, I see your take. That's an interesting take.
Now, that part is kind of subjective though, where it's like, you can still be like, but you still snitch. But
you cooperate.
That's gonna draw a line in the junk though, because you're gonna have people that saying, well, he didn't tell them who did it.
In that line of work and in that lifestyle, it's always been known you don't talk to police. So if you get caught and we start talking, telling them what we did and didn't do, that's cooperating. You are working with the police.
Would it be different if
nobody said nothing? And everybody went their life?
No. Would it be different if I was the only one that got caught and these 3 people free? So they still got to go catch them. And I'm like, hey, I'll take my 5 years, but I ain't doing life. I'll tell you what I did, but you don't.
Yes, even worse. Cause
they not captured though.
But they gonna want them even more now because they're like, all right, we know he ain't do this, so this definitely want to know. We got to find him.
But you got to find them. And I didn't tell them where to find you. I didn't tell them nothing. I just said, hey, I didn't do that. And I got proof that I didn't do that. So now it's like, all right, well, what now? Give me my 5 years and let me go.
Best thing would be just that everybody be quiet.
I'm not doing life. See, that, my friends, is why I'm not in the streets. I'm not doing life. Cause I will do my time, but I'm not doing life.
You give me the whole cake. I just want the slice.
Yeah, no. I just want some icing. Not even a slice. Goddammit.
Y'all let us know what you think or what's your opinion in the comments. But this next one, I feel like this been rubbing me wrong. Mm-mm. What is going on with Dragon Ball Z? What's it, Diamond?
Diamond, yeah.
All right, first off, I'm about to say that. First off, do you like the show?
Yes.
I enjoy the show. But it's certain parts I'm just like.
What parts though?
Okay, we're gonna start with the most obvious one. When Vegeta went to Super Saiyan 3 as a baby, that was a red flag. I was like,
what?
Hold on, it wasn't trash, but it was just like, what are we doing right now? If I remember from Dragon Ball Z Kai, all that, Vegeta not once went Super Saiyan 3.
No.
Right? So he went Super Saiyan 3.
I fuck with it.
Then,
that's so tough.
My next red flag, or my next little thing was like, well, let me say this one, and then I'll say, my next one will be the Ku and the Majins.
They grew on me. I fuck with them, bro.
I was like,
you wildin', bro. I fuck with them.
What in the rip-off Cyberman is happening right now? That part was out trash. Yeah, like.
I fuck with it, though.
They did. When Vegeta finally, of course, they got back big, and he went Super Saiyan 3 again. Why did the kid version look better than the...
You lying! No way!
Bro.
No way.
The
Hell
kid version
Hell
looked better
no, sir.
than him.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
And then he got grabbed by the whole scout.
One thing I do fuck with, that boy Vegeta, just like me, she said, you ain't taking the bath with me no more. That boy said, hey, go ahead, tag in. I need that.
Not to point out the obvious, but I was highly disappointed when they had the Mecha.
Never? The old one?
Yes. Tap and do like he got dang doing the awakening. What was it?
He awakened his potential.
Yes. No. That is not how that go. And we know this is not how this go.
I like it.
We no. And
yes. Everybody else had their potential unlocked. Gohan, Krillin.
And guess what? What did they get them?
Power boost.
Ass whooping. No. That was
a power boost.
It fit because they didn't have like a drastic transformation from it. They got a power boost, yes. But you
Gohan did.
What did he transform into?
Ultimate Gohan.
No.
And the Buu Saga, yes. When
I'm talking about,
he did that whole...
That was with the Kai.
And?
I'm talking about with the planet... When it was on Planet Namek on the Frieza Saga.
He got a power boost.
They did an awakening.
He got a power boost.
Which I felt was okay.
He got a power boost.
Which I felt was okay in the Frieza Saga because they didn't have no transformation. They didn't have no drastic. They got a little bit more powerful. Great. But it was two weak characters at the time. You gotta remember, Kid Gohan was semi-weak in that particular saga, and then Krillin is garbage. So, but and then also that like that because he supposed to have grew his tail back in order to look at the moon to turn to the ape, then to turn to the golden ape.
That's in a different series.
Then ball all that power together to change Super
Saiyan series.
And then the most disrespectful.
The creator didn't come up with that.
I don't give a damn. The most disrespectful part when he finally changed to Super Saiyan 4. The hair is red. Oh.
I kind of fuck with that.
And then, the caveat on top of that, he got the long monkey paw. And they make, I promise, if they make Vegeta turn Super Saiyan 4 and he got gloves on, I'm going to lose.
But, man, he bet the fuck not, bro. No, he going to have the white gloves on. He gonna have his white gloves on.
So we gonna have Goku with the big brawly 10-inch monkey paw hand and Vegeta get gloves on.
They shit stretch. He still had his gloves on when he turned into a big ass ape.
I understand that, but God.
So they gonna stretch. What do I not like about it?
The show, the storyline.
I don't think I not like anything about
the storyline is a little weak.
What?
It's a little weak, bro.
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
The fighting scenes are good.
What's weak about the storyline?
It's not. It feels like thrown together. Like a lot of things thrown together. Like of all things, you can have somebody from the demon world. Immediately, the first thing they think about when they come see them is, oh, we gonna change them a little. Nothing that like we ain't gonna take their powers away. Not like we wish.
If they took the powers away, they wouldn't be able to fight.
Exactly.
Then it wouldn't be a show.
Exactly.
They wouldn't be watching anything.
Because they need to put this in a can of garbage.
No.
And put that away and bring back Dragon Ball Super.
No. I would much rather Super didn't even exist.
You know.
I would much rather have Daima than Super.
Telling me
the only thing I like from Super is Ultra Instinct. So
you telling me Jiren from Super, all the other universe destroyers from Super, you would prefer to have a monkey paw Goku versus no, the hair ain't right. Everything just all red. That makes no sense. And then first off, the latest episode, he took the shirt, everything off. I'm like, well,
that shit was fire.
If you just gonna come out here with the monkey paw, we could hand big as hell just on the rock. I was like, and then they cut it off weird. It just
I don't fuck with the fur not going all the way down. See,
and then the hair red. Like, why is the hair red? I don't know.
What I don't like,
it's a cool
the
show.
fur not going down. What else I don't like?
But it's like,
I feel like they could have done without the girl and her father and them, like Panchi and them. They could have kept them and just had the Supreme Kai play a bigger role. Like, he could have been the knowledge, like everything that she did, he could have did. So I feel like her and her family and that whole, everything with that could have been throughout. Other than that, I will say.
And then to get the eye out, you gotta hit the back of his head 3 times. I was like.
See, and then.
But it's not a bad show. It's just like a full out of 10. 4 out of 10.
No.
Yeah. What did you give this?
At least an 8.
Oh no, you quit.
At least an 8.
The fights is the best part.
That's the best part of every anime.
Not necessarily.
Yes.
Some of them, like Attack of the Titans, not outside of the fight, they had a lot of the strategic and like it was an in-depth anime where you could like really fall into the story.
Boring. I'm not trying to sit here and watch you talk,
but
for 15 minutes.
I'm not trying to sit here like when Goku transformed from Super Saiyan 1 to Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3, fire. But then he said, one more bonus.
That was tough.
Like,
that was tough. You welling. See, you can tell when somebody was a fan of Dragon Ball and when somebody was a fan of Dragon Ball Z and on.
I like Dragon Ball. It
don't sound like it.
However, I just feel GT did a better transformation of Super Saiyan 4.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The black hair with the red fro.
GT's story was doo-doo.
Don't disagree with that. But
that shit was doo-doo. Diamond's story is way better.
What do you see? Okay, let me ask you this then. What do you see them taking the show from this?
See, you don't understand the show. They not taking it nowhere from this. It's
just
Akira Toriyama, last creation before he passed away.
Well, we should have loved this.
Because Dragon Ball Super, he had input. He was like, they would write it, they would give it to him, he'll make some changes, he'll draw some designs, and then it'll go back to Toyotaro is the one that write Super. So that's not. It's his
design.
It's his story.
Stuff like that, yeah.
But somebody else is writing it. GT was the TV studio just trying to make more money. So like they pretty much did the same thing. We gonna create it. We're gonna give it to you. Since you the creator, you gonna edit it, change this, change that. We're gonna draw the designs, you're gonna change this, you're gonna change that. Then we're gonna put it out. Daima was, hey, I'm the creator, so I'm gonna do what the fuck I want and take it back how I want it. Why you think it take place before Super? It's pretty much like how the movies weren't in the...
It was after Boo. Because they...
Yeah, pretty much. But before Beerus came. So it's, I guess, more...
8
I guess
out of 10
people,
is wild, though. That's wild work.
Yes, 8 out of 10.
No, it's mid, if that.
No.
This is full. I'm sorry.
Hey, I feel bad for you, my boy.
I just need him to stop.
Can't really.
Every time I see them hands, I just be like,
can't really.
Cut the hand off. Just
hey.
Turn the head. I think the black hair was more. It popped more versus the red on red. It looked wild.
So you didn't like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta?
No. I'm saying no. That one wasn't red on red because he had the show on. I would say.
No, it was like red on like reddish brown.
No, he had the little jacket.
But his fur was still reddish brown.
Yeah, but he had the jacket. This one, you just got the hair fur. You know what I'm saying? It's not like...
it's not that big of a difference.
It is, because it's like the hair will be on the jacket.
But his fur is still brownish red.
Yeah, but some of it, I be like, damn, is that hair or is that the fur?
You can't tell see, you might need your eyes checked.
No, I need them to check it and fix it anyway. But y'all let us know what y'all think about that show. And if you have any grievance with it, or what would you rate the anime?
8 out of 10.
And before we wrap up and get up out of here,
it's a great show.
Go ahead and give your top 5 anime fights.
Well, number 1 for sure. Well, number 2, 1 and 2, and 3 for sure. And, damn, I think I got 4. Goku versus Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga. Definitely going up there. Goku versus Frieza is definitely going up there.
Talking about Goku when they did not change Super Saiyan? When he changed the Great Ape for Goku versus Vegeta?
In the Saiyan Saga.
Okay. That's a classic.
Goku versus Frieza.
Classic.
Then I'm going Naruto versus Sasuke at the Final Valley.
Which
first part? The first one.
The very first one?
They only got 2. The one at the end of part 1, and then the one after the fourth Great Ninja War. They only fought 2 times.
They fought more than 2 times.
No,
remember they were on top of the roof.
They had encounters, but they didn't fight.
I get you.
I'm talking about
full-fledged.
Yeah.
Okay.
4, I'm going Gaara versus Lee in the Chunin exams.
100%.
And then 5, I'm probably going Goku versus Piccolo at the Tenkaichi.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. You had me to that one.
I'll
take the first float, the 5th one out. But
I mean, if I had to switch, I'd go Kakashi versus Obito.
That's a good one.
But I'm going Goku versus Piccolo, Tenkaichi.
Number 1, Sasuke versus Danzo. One.
Oh no! Scratch that.
Hold on, no. I'm trying to draw it back.
I got a tie at number 5.
That's number 1.
Itachi versus Sasuke.
Oh.
That's gotta go somewhere.
That dude.
That's a good fight.
Number 2, Pain versus Jiraiya. That was hard. I'm sorry. I
like Pain versus Naruto better.
I enjoyed that one. If I'm gonna go number 3, Afro Samurai. What's that name that had the number 1 headband?
The one with the bear head.
He was getting the bands.
He had the bear head.
No, the headbands.
No, I'm saying was his head a bear?
I don't recall, but that one.
Because he fought the dude with the hat that killed his pops. He had the number 1 head.
Then that one, yes. All right.
And then the bear had the number 1.
That one.
You missing out.
Number 4.
You missing out. You might need to go watch that.
This is gonna be number 4 is gonna be, I would say, today we got reincarnated as a slime. When he became a demon lord and had to fight against the guy that was
the other demon lord. I forget his name.
And then
I like the fight versus Hinata better.
Hinata.
That's the girl, the lady that he ate, her subordinate. You know how he looked like? She thought.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
I like that fight better than. I mean, the Demon Lord fight was good. It was too many outside.
Yeah, I like that because people was got hang on, intertwined into the fight. And number 5 is a new one. Yeah, no, I'll be like, oh yeah, whatever. It's gonna be a split, but it's gonna be the same anime. When
Jinwoo.
Yep, fought the ice elf, and he had to kill the human and fight the ice elf. That was hella good. He transformed at the same time and used them. That was hard. And then the most recent episode where he fighting the demon lord on level 100.
That was a good.
I was like, he might not win this one.
See, they fights good, but it's like I like the more taijutsu, like fisticuffs fights. So it's like
Honorable mention is gonna be the Goku Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren. I gotta throw that one in. And then
I don't know. I like his fight versus Fuse Kefla better. When he did that jump over the beam,
and
that shit
slid on
shit
was hard.
Fire, dog.
That was hard.
I could not lie. That shit. Ooh! Gogeta versus Broly.
That was good. Also, the honorable mention. What's his name? I forgot. The Spider Demon and Demon Slayer when he was versing him. That was a good fight.
The one that looked like Michael Jackson, or the one that's
the one with the dude looked like Michael Jackson. Yes, but
that was I read it. I didn't watch it.
There was a few Bleach fights. That was good honorable mentions as well. When he turned like full hollow versus the dude, the dude.
Him versus
Yes, that was hard.
Vastalardi or some shit.
That was hard.
No, bro. Every fight with Yuhaba is fucking Aizen. Oh, the tournament when he fought
when he had the black dragon. He first revealed the black dragon on his arm.
You talking about when he fought the big muscle dude?
That
right?
one too. That was a good one. But when what was his name? He had a black dragon on his arm.
Shinra versus his brother.
He first released that thing. I was like,
bro.
That tore me apart. I was like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
Shinra versus his brother.
Shinra.
From Fire Force? At the end of the first season?
Yes, gotta be in there.
That shit was fire.
But y'all let us know in the comments your top 5 anime, man. We appreciate you guys tapping in, tuning in. Make sure, again, you hit that like, subscribe, share. We appreciate your support, man. Until next time, we out.
Average Joe.